There is no other national anthem that shows this much passion as the Italian national anthem. It makes references to Rome. It takes pride in its history, its culture. Dangerous. Dangerous at the midfield all around. Anytime you have Chiellini, you're going to be dangerous there. You're going to be very dangerous for anyone out there like Portugal and France and Belgium. They'll make me very nervous against Belgium. But it is not enough this year. Not that lethal in front of goal until Federico Chiesa assumes the reins of striking position as the next Alessandro Del Piero. And Donnarumma is too good to not win the trophy behind the net. He's only 22 years of age. This is a team that's going to challenge. This is a team that went head to toe with Germany in 2016 that finished runner-up to the Spanish golden generation of 2012. But the Euro has always been a big cloud over the Azzurri. 4 World Cups, only 1 Euro to show for it. 2000, France, 2012, España, most likely a 12-year cycle again, where Italia doesn't get it done this year. They're not that good in front of net. We need Chiesa in there. I'm guessing the starting lineup is not going to have Federico Chiesa. But Switzerland's pretty good. Shaqiri's good. He plays for Liverpool. Granit Xhaka is not all of that. But I guess Jose Mourinho likes him to play at Roma. Very, very solid. And Chiellini played as they will at the start today. So I don't know who the younger defenders are going to be, but Bonucci and Chiellini, nothing has been given up so far. The veteran leadership is always a good asset to have. These guys have made it to the Euro final. They've went head to toe with Germany. Italy is always a team that you can never count out. But many people think they can win it, that they're a dark horse, and I think Italy is a dark horse. Definitely by 2024, they're going to put the whole package all together by then. There's no doubt about it. The 2024 Euro is held at Germany. Italy have traditionally won titles at Germany. 2006 World Cup at Germany. Kind of weird that Germany wins at Italy, too. 1990, I think it was.
An Italian side that has won 9 straight matches, all without conceding at the start of the game today. 875 minutes without allowing a goal.
This is what I'm talking about. You heard the commentator. Look at all these minutes without giving up a goal. 28 matches unbeaten, which is why Gematria suggests that London, England, that's where the final is going to be held at. And the narrative is that Italy's going to be one of the contenders. They're going to get a result. They should be able to win. We're going to be talking about them.
In the Swiss 1-1 draw versus Wales in its opening match.
They beat Germany in 2012. They beat England in 2012. Italy not scared of nobody. This isn't the team that missed out of the World Cup. This is a team that's relying on more young players. And this is the reality nowadays with Italy.
Shaqiri was not a primary factor in the Swiss attack, but at the end of the day,
just a lack of cutting edge in front of that is what made derail the trophy this year. I mean, I don't see Chiesa in there. Chiesa should be starting over Berardi, which is okay because Chiesa is definitely going to be the golden boot guy for Italy in 24. Chiesa's, they're going to win it once Chiesa starts in 2024. They're playing Domenico Berardi, who is really good with Sassuolo. But the fact is you can get even younger and more in your prime when the time that 2024 comes around. Germany, another Gianluigi can win that Germany.
Closed down well by the Swiss and Chaka.
A good question. I don't know about 2028 yet.
Ricardo Rodriguez had a fair amount of the ball in the Swiss opening match.
No doubt Messi's going to play England in the World Cup. I think he can play both England and Italy. I think that's who Diego played.
It's a nice positive start for Switzerland. Knocking the ball around, showing some personality, some character early on, withstanding some of the pressure for Italy. Good start to the game.
Remo Fleuler.
I'd argue that this is not the age to be scoring multiple goals. I mean, Spain won 1-0 a lot of times when they won the World Cup. You still need some cutting edge in the back line. Portugal showed that you always need an elite defense to win. France showed that you need elite defense to win the World Cup like they did. They were winning 1-0 and whatnot, and so did Spain in 2010, and so was Portugal back in 2016. So the fact is that the Azzurri should always stick on the defensive side, but I think when they do have the ball, there needs to be more action when you don't have the ball. What you do off of the ball is going to create space, and I think that's what Spain does, and I think that's what Mancini is focusing on doing with the Azzurri.
And there is the old guard there again for the Italians. Bonucci, Chiellini, combined age 71 for center backs.
Jorginho's got some nice cutting edge at the midfield. Good to see him get a big meal over at London the other night. Definitely by 24 in a year of the Dragon for Roberto Mancini. I think he's going to get the job done very well. There's no doubt about it.
Some fears. If Italy are supposed to be nervous, what about the rest of us?
This guy obviously knows nothing. I've accessed the chat here, and he doesn't know what he's talking about with Federico Chiesa. Chiesa is 23. He's probably thinking about Immobile. Now, Chile Immobile is someone who needs to be gone from the national team. I mean, his time is going to be up. They got to get younger but in front of that. Domenico Berardi is really good in the league. I don't know how good he is internationally, but he's still a good talent from Sassuolo. I saw that. Gareth Bale really skied that over the bar. Maybe it's kind of rigged to keep the game close for the sake of ratings. It sort of reminded me of the rigged Italy-Turkey half when the ref didn't know what a handball was. He didn't award the penalty against, I think it was Barella. They make these rigged calls so they keep the game interesting, so they keep people watching. This is the reality that we deal with some of these bad calls when UEFA has a tournament to pay for. Hopefully Ronaldo knocking out the Coke bottles. The UEFA refs are going to screw over Portugal now. Won't doubt me if he pisses off UEFA. I've seen it all with UEFA. People see it all with UEFA. There's Pogba with the Heineken bottles too. I don't know if the water bottle that Ronaldo was holding was a Coke product. I don't know. I don't think he's doing it for attention or anything. He really doesn't. I don't drink Coke. I rarely drink Coke. I don't even buy any soda for my house. It's bad stuff, period. It's bad for the body. It's like poison. It has no nutritional benefit like wine does. At least wine is good for the heart. I have a Coke once in a while just to enjoy, the product. But I don't have these sugary drinks every single day. Energy drinks, the Monster drinks, the Coke, soda, it's all garbage for the body. I think it's sad that Coke and McDonald's and all that, it's fattening the world when this stuff gets sold worldwide. That's sort of sad to see. All the way, man. They're going to go 29 matches unbeaten. It has everything to do with the narratives. Now, it doesn't mean they're going to win. For example, you've got Wembley Stadium having Gematria 55, and, England's trying to win 55 years later. But that's what you call a narrative. That's not the main script. The Gematria year is to sort of lie and to deceive you. You got to look out for the PSYOP scripts. And Black Lives Matter is going to be themed. Sterling's goal is something to look out for. Lukaku's goal is something to look out for. But for me, it's Lukaku and Belgium and De Bruyne all the way. That's the script with the coat of arms crest on the coat of arms of Belgium, and that's got the crown on it. And then the crown on the Royal Federation. There's a lot of good stuff to break down on Lukaku, too. More to come on Christian Eriksen's return against Denmark. Long and behold, Denmark has got the gematria of crown in Spanish and Italian. I think there's something to the fact that the first winner was the Soviet Union, aka Russia nowadays, and that's who Belgium started against. Has something to do with the World Cup, has something to do with the 60-year Pan-European competition to commemorate the 60-year anniversary. There's going to be a lot of possession. There's going to be a lot of patience. Their wing backs, they sort of keep at halfway through the pitch. They don't like to push these guys up and leave them vulnerable for the counterattack. They certainly like to open up space from the back, as you saw right there. I need Insigne to show better cutting edge this match. He scored the goal, yes, but he wasn't that good, against Turkey, I thought. But anyways, maybe it was rigged to sky it over the bar. I mean, these guys know how to shoot a football. To sort of square it and not shoot it up. Shoot it more of like an angle so it's linear and straight at the goal on target, not over the net, right? Leonardo! Ah, no! Immobile needs to go. Federico Chiesa. Well, Chiesa is the wing, but who's going to be the striker in the box? Who's going to be Francesco Totti? Who's going to be Alessandro Del Piero? Chiesa is Alessandro Del Piero. Live at 9 Mountain Standard Time. Leave hour 30 for war. So that's a yes. Thumbs up. I'll be here for Belgium. I'll be here for De Bruyne return.
No Italian wanted the ball. Rodriguez for Switzerland.
Players to look out for: Shaqiri, I think. The spelling is so off. Shaqiri, Xhaka, what you want to call Arsenal, Roma. I mean, plays for Roma, I think. Plays for Mourinho. Mourinho likes his holding midfielders. And I guess Xhaka, despite being bad, is going to be talented. Can still cut it in Italy, just because they're not all crazy on the imports like the other leagues, but it's still getting there. I mean, they're definitely buying players from outside now. They're getting that TV contract. That's foul! Hey! Ah, fuck it, he dove. Woo! Whoa, Leonardo, look at that. Where was he going with that? I don't know. For some reason, he creates chances, but Spinazzola is not really quick for like a wing back. He doesn't really play quick.
So far, so good for Spinazzola. Carrying the momentum in the first match. Nobody gets able. on that left-hand side.
I don't know.
Insigne. Immobile. Now Spinazzola.
Don't be in this up. Get it out there quicker. Get it out there, Insigne, quicker.
Chiellini.
Insigne plays like he plays for Barca. Like that. Go to the box.
Spinazzola in the one-on-one.
Corner. Corner.
Goal kick.
Yay. That's foul. They're on the penalties. Well, they go and give us our damn penalties.
He realized that the ball was getting away from him, goes down.
You still can't touch the legs.
No problem.
Damn it.
Switzerland have won only 8 of 58 all-time meetings versus Italy. 28 times.
Now, if you don't want to know why I think 2024, well, outside the year of the dragon angle, the year 24 is the match of Rome, and that's also the match of Juventus. Just think about Federico Chiesa. I don't know if Juventus can buy Donnarumma from PSG. I still say we need Donnarumma over Szczesny. He may actually go on loan to Roma. Now that's 56 after 1968 when they last won it, which 1968, interesting, the 24 year. It's Germany 24, just like Germany 06 for the World Cup. I'm suspecting that's going to be the case. Coronavirus is the matcha 56. You think about the Jesuits of Rome, the Society of Jesus. It's got the matcha 56. I think those are just perfect references for Italy to win 56 years later in 2024. I mean, this is Roberto Mancini's experiment. Roberto Mancini, this is his team, this is his vision. Roberto Mancini is rebuilding the Azzurri. This is still work in progress because I still think there's more work to be done after this Euro, which is why I don't think they're good enough to win the Euro this year. But I think they're going to scare a lot of teams out there like Belgium and Portugal. I'm telling you, that winning formula that Italy has, many teams have done it. Spain has done it in the World Cup. Portugal has done it in 2016. Why not? France has that formula. They let you keep possession. They wear you down defensively. That's classic Azzurri is how the French play. Now, these guys are like people know for their attacking and whatnot, but you see them play with Didier Deschamps, the Juventus player, by the way. They play very pragmatic and they get results. Winning is all that matters for the Juventini out there. If this is how France was able, no, Italy gonna beat England. These guys are overrated. Now, only if it's rigged for England to make it to the semifinals. You may be right. It may be rigged. You could script a payback for the penalties in 2012. Remember when Italy beat England? Remember the, what do you call that, a Palenka or whatever that is? Absolutely schooled the former City goalkeeper. What do you call him? He's no longer there. He was a long-time keeper.
Donnarumma last week became the youngest goalkeeper ever to represent Italy at a major tournament.
Shoot! I want to see some shots outside the box. Just go for it. The game is more creative than 10, 20 years ago than it is today. I'm telling you. These guys are getting taught to be too technical. But what is Allegri thinking about? Because he was saying, the tactics is bullshit. He's got to let these guys go out and express themselves. But I see the contrary. Morata sucks. Why the hell did this club bring him back? I don't give a damn. Get rid. He should stay on the bench. He scores over He scores double-digit goals. He scores very well. For some reason, this stupid guy just doesn't. He's born off sides. That we beat Porto, but Morata was born off sides. The Spanish team booed him. He had an easy chance he missed. He missed sitters with Chelsea. Morata is garbage. What is up with Chelsea and their strikers? Chelsea wear Azzurri blue. I guess if I were to root for an English club, it would probably be Chelsea. Maybe because of Ancelotti, maybe because of Di Matteo, maybe because of Antonio Conte, maybe because of Mauricio Sarri, maybe of Gianluca Vialli, I believe, was a part of these late 90s Chelsea teams. Maybe he played with Craig Burnley, the ESPN pundit. Capitano! Oh yeah, look at him playing attacking striker in the box. Oh yeah. That's a man amongst two boys on the ground right there. That's how you get it done. That's how you do it. The old man of Juventus never ages. Boom! Boom! Go! Yeah!
I don't think so. Maybe, potentially a handball on Chiellini. That's the only thing that I can see.
The check is in progress.
Where is the jersey?
Chiellini has scored 8 times through the years for the Azzurri.
Giorgio! Chiellini! Giorgio! Chiellini! Giorgio! Chiellini!
The goal disallowed.
Boo!
What did you say?
Boo!
It's an accidental handball, of course.
Refs hate it, don't! No! Accidental!
If it went to a teammate,
Come on!
because he's handled it accidentally and scored a goal, it has to be chalked off. And with that, it remains scoreless in Rome.
Fuck!
Shaqiri.
I remember the opener against Spain in 20. I thought that
All
was
I would say is that
a knockout.
what you can see.
No, that was a knockout. Go. What the hell? What the fuck? Damn it.
You know,
I want my kilo go.
you know he's gonna chance you go. You know he's gonna
My kilo go. My kilo go.
not in a set piece.
Let me post a Chiellini go. I thought I was watching history again in the Euros. Chiellini go versus Spain. Oh yes. Oh yes. Where is it?
Oldest ever to score.
Oh, what a fantastic shot for this goal. Let me see. There's a better shot. This one was from the stadium.
Lorenzo.
Nah, this one is lame. You only show the replay. Oh, what the hell, man? Why not just show the actual shot of the goal? Show the actual moment that he scored.
Defended
Fine.
by Fabian Schär.
This one, was good. It was off of a free kick, and then there's Joe Kelly. Oh yeah, let me show that.
Rodriguez and Babu,
Okay.
the wingback squad. Mid-first half of a scoreless match. The action in Group A.
Well, we didn't score until the second half for the last game, so we got to see what happens here.
Victory over Turkey earlier today.
There are two countries where I would move to if I need to move out of this collapsing country:
Getting on his path.
Italy and England. Because I'm an English speaker, I can go back. We don't hate. America hates its own country, but Italy loves their country. Well, why not? The great food, great weather. It's all rainy and all that in England and all that. And so if I like the weather, I go to Italy too. Plus, don't they have free houses over there? Something to think about if America is going to become a third world country ruled by libertarianism and a collapsing government. You know? Oh my God. Kamala and Ivanka, what a big mess we have.
Touch on the arm, leading up to a goal. No, it's not a foul, Grandijaka. It is indeed a handball. I suppose, under the current laws, the correct call.
It's okay, guys! Here we go! Carry on!
Midway through the first half.
He's coming off.
Their captain is off. Francesco Azzurri, the Lazio man, comes
It's
on
so
with
rough.
Mancini.
You play a full season, you have injuries, you have to go play the Euros, you're not completely healthy. It's rough. Chiellini is now out of the game. Forza Giorgio! I'm glad that Chiellini is back next year. I'm glad Chiellini is back.
Instead said, no, physically I cannot play 1v1 right now. Clearly he had felt something. Obviously now off the field.
UEFA Euro 2020 continuing Thursday. Ukraine taking on North Macedonia. In match day 2 of Group C action, coverage begins 8:30 a.m. Eastern with kickoff at 9 a.m. Eastern. All 51 matches of UEFA Euro 2020 streaming live on the ESPN app.
Okay. Do I have those shorts here? I thought I had those.
And not that Shaqiri would have known that Chiellini was injured at the time, but it just stresses the point that whenever you get a center back in a wider area, get after him if you're Shaqiri. That's your opportunity to expose what you can do best.
Berardi for the Italians. Berardi across.
Penalty! Go, 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 go! Penalty! Domenico! Golazo! Domenao! That was Locatelli! Juventus, sign this kid now! Sign this kid now! What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? He was great to ask him! Sign him now! Fuck! What? Locatelli, sign this kid! Sign him now! What are you waiting for? Future of Azzurri. This kid, she's going to be playing every game like Federico Chiesa.
1v1 situation.
Full way. These guys can win the Euro in 2024. Oh, look at the vision. Look at the vision. He found the hole. Look at these guys were all focused on the space being created on the right. It opens up the middle. He saw exactly where to go to have open space for a cross. Locatelli. Well done. The AC Milan youngster who plays for Sassuolo. Locatelli golazo in minuto 26. Locatelli, sign this guy. What are they waiting for? Sign him now. You cannot blow it. Who is looking for Locatelli?
Can't make this sort of mistakes.
Who's trying to get Locatelli? Well, whoever's trying to get him, fuck Barcelona, fuck Tottenham, fuck Paris if they want to get Locatelli. Hands off. This guy will play for his country, not play for the money like Donnarumma is.
Inside the 6-yard box. There are enough numbers from Switzerland defensively, but nobody stays with a run of Locatelli.
Hey, hello from Ireland. Hell yeah, I am half Irish, half Italian.
Beautiful from Berardi.
My brother, looks like all the Irish and all that. Keep quiet, I'm good. But no, I like to make noise. I like to swear. I like to do all that.
Your live standings with Italy at the top of Group A. Wales celebrated victory earlier today.
I've got the show and tell at halftime. Show and tell.
In the knockout stage.
Tony, football photos. Football photos at the half.
Elvedi.
Classic photos.
As a reminder, Locatelli's
Italy are serious contenders. I don't think they can win. I want to be real. I don't think they're quite there yet to win it, but an older Ronaldo is good news. 2024,
Walks on Spinazzola.
only gotta beat France in 24. Beat France in 24. There we go. Yeah.
Italians
And
are
beat
optimistic about
all of them
Italy
French players.
making an appearance in this tournament.
With everyone who's all ethnically Italian, baby. They're still the top footballing country in Europe. The best footballing country in the world is Brazil.
Optimistically about a chance of seeing him today, but he is not listed as a son.
They're the best footballing country. Okay. Brazil is like the kings of the world for footballing. But this is the kings of the world in defending Gavinaccio. Brazil is the best footballing country in the world. Ruled by a far-right lunatic. My sympathies for Brazil. Hopefully you can get that sorted out. And Maradona and Messi both got Italian blood back. I will say Italy will claim these guys.
Played so well in the run-up to this tournament. Undefeated in Euro
Now,
qualifying,
they want to say, well, you're not Italian because you're born in the Americas and whatnot. Will Italy try to claim Maradona and Messi? I will do the claiming for them. Because they came from somewhere, right? They came from somewhere. Don't blow this. They got a good guy from Mönchengladbach, Switzerland, too. I don't know his name, but I know he plays in the front line. He's really good. It's really good Swiss player who plays for Mönchengladbach. So there is a diversity of talent in the Swiss team. I think they've answered the calls that Turkey was a garbage side. In fact, they were just too overwhelmed by Italy, I believe. But I don't know why they called Turkey a dark horse. I mean, I don't know. They've got Demiral and they've got Henrik Kalinoglu. But I don't know if there's anyone else that's good on that team. But Ramsey is overlaced in a lamppost, and they need to get rid of him. Gareth Bale is high quality, and, I don't know what trouble Ryan Giggs got into, but he's not coaching them right now. It's somebody else that's coaching him. I don't know if it's a caretaker or if Ryan Giggs lost his job, but he's not coaching Wales. And Wales have an opportunity to maybe try to go to the semifinals if at home if they're in the round of 16. So I think my theory is that both we're going to see Scotland and Wales in there, and anyone can be a dark horse, anyone can be a surprise contender. And Finland today, they put that to rest. I think Finland, by losing, I suppose this helps Denmark, even if they lose to Belgium. Would that mean that they go ahead with head-to-head, or if they can get through with like a goal difference if like Denmark defeat Russia or whatnot? I don't know. I got to go watch the Euro post game shows to see what scenarios hold up. During this last opening week, I look at that faggot catfish Morgan chatting shit. Great job, chat moderator. You took apart this bitch outside of the chat. Look at that. Look at that. What a piece of garbage. You ain't got nothing nice to say. Don't say anything at all. You are not very taught well at all. You just come in here chatting shit when we're talking about soccer and the Euros, and we're talking about all the contenders out there. It's London extra match at 29, Italy 29 matches unbeaten, and of course the Jamachi of Turkey was the opening match. So definitely we see some narratives. Shows you that Italy is going to be a narrative. England is going to be a narrative if the final was held 55 years from Wembley in 1966. But Gareth Southgate had his own failure in 1996. Gareth Southgate, his next loss would be loss number 79. It's Brexit Day, it's Jamachi 78. So do we see Belgium knocking off England? Do we see Southgate losing to the champion? England lose to the champion? It is Santos' next loss would be number 13 for Portugal. All things to look out for. Roberto Martinez enters the tournament with 43 wins. All very valid. If Belgium picks up threes for every single one of their matches, they would finish in the all-time Euro table with 44 points if that is the case. Champions is Gematria of 44. Belgium, if they win every match, if they're not all decided in extra time, Belgium would finish the tournament with 44 points. If they win every match in regular time and regulation, they can finish the tournament with 44 wins. That's what's stacking up right now. For Deschamps, next loss would be number 113. Big number to the table. Mainstream, dishonest. Jamachi on 13. England would hate to see France win over there, and the arrogant French running their mouths. Something to ponder about. That's right, Rodriguez. I don't know who this Rodriguez plays for Switzerland. I remember him from somewhere. I forgot to include him. Rodriguez from Switzerland. I don't know if I thought he played for Milan. I just wanted to double check. And in fact, he did. Well, now he plays for Torino. So there is some quality on the Swiss to look out for this Euro. Counter! That's how you counterattack. All the fucking way. Make him run behind and fall on the ground. That's a real counterattack. That was great to see. They don't finish it, but you don't want to be passive when you have these chances to go on the counter. You have 3 or 4 guys on the counter. You have enough guys. If you lose the ball on the counterattack, you still have enough guys to go back and set up transition to prevent the counter of Switzerland. Now that's right. The Azzurri are dangerous. May not be the year this year, but by 2024, definitely, I see this team winning the Euro again. Too good to not win the Euro in a span of 50 years. As has been Azzurri. I don't know how this guy's world class, but Juventus got rid of him. I think they should keep him. I think they should keep a good balance of Italian players on the team.
now Spinazzola trying to go one.
I think I made the right choice to root for this club when these Milan teams have no vision at all for success. They don't want to build a new stadium at all. When they win the Scudetto, losing, buddy. Let's sell a bunch of players. I mean, come on. Do you have a real vision to win when you can't own and operate your own stadium in the modern game? Atletico, Arsenal, Tottenham, Man City renovated their stadium. They own that. Liverpool did. I mean, Roma tried to. But what are these clubs doing? They're not doing anything. I tell you. You got to adapt to the modern game. How can you not own your stadium? How is it that you still operate these Olympian track stadiums? That's embarrassing. That's a joke. At least Milan don't have that, but they need to own their stadium. San Siro's, as historic it is a dump. So the year is 2024, not 2021 for Italy. See a lot of people like in Italy, man. Counter! That's how you counterattack. Someone's been watching France. Too passive. Spinazzola is too passive over there. He's just not quick enough.
That's yet another difference of this Italian team from Italian teams from the past. The element of speed, their ability to counter. Not only
why not?
The ball, not only
counter. Don't sacrifice your back line. You can still be aggressive and have plenty of guys back if you lose the ball.
To create mismatches and in the end create dangerous scoring opportunities.
Insigne's corner, punched away by Sommer.
I will be out in 8 minutes.
Locatelli, the man of the hour. Return pass for him.
That was a pretty good cross. That was a pretty good cross there. That was really great.
Corner from the far side. Is this what you expected so far, 40 minutes in?
I expected this from Italy. I expected a little bit better from Switzerland. 40 minutes in, only one team on the field.
What do you guys think? Does Switzerland suck? They don't, talent-wise. I think they're better than Turkey.
This ball curled in, defended away. Manuel Akanji.
I don't know if they played gutless against Wales or not. But again, this is a 3 out of 4 advance, so it's not the end of the world for a lot of these teams, but most likely Turkey will get out. Seems like they're closer to Asia than to Europe. I don't know, but their much of their culture is concentrated on. Oh! Got a hand on it. Granted, it was a cross, but hey, you make the keeper work. That's good.
Hard challenge on Shaqiri as the referee blows his whistle. That's Savanovic slowly to get back up.
I need to do a video on De Bruyne and Romelu Lukaku.
The understanding between Insigne and Immobile.
My pick for Ballon d'Or is, from Golden Boot Euros Lukaku. But white privilege prevails. Lionel Messi wins the Ballon d'Or. No one says Argentina can win Copa America, but Argentina going to win. They're going to make that right-wing lunatic pay Bolsonaro. I know some blowhards who have a Bolsonaro jersey. Like, what a joke. What a joke. Far-right populism. Not wanting to avert a public health crisis. We just want incompetency in government. We just want to scare people with, oh, they're trying to take away our rights. This is what these far-right lunatic leaders are doing. This is why Copa America is a disgrace. I'm not hosting any live streams for Copa America. It's a disgrace. They have no business at all hosting at Brazil. The whole thing is a joke. It is a joke that they hosted at Brazil. I'm sure a Messi and company don't want to play it over there. It's a joke. It really is. Why can't they host this tournament at Chile or somewhere, you know? Argentina, they've had a lot of COVID cases, but not as much as Brazil. And these people need to get a grip in America. These people don't want to get vaccinated, but other people around the world who do not have the privilege to have access to the vaccines like they are would die to have access to vaccines. And these people are traveling to America to go take the vaccine. But yet, these entitled Americans, not knowing their own privilege, taking this vaccine thing for granted. Other countries would kill to have it, but these Americans don't want to take it. These people are the scum of the world. These people are a joke. It's a disgrace. You wonder why I can contemplate moving away from this country? It's because of all the American idiots. I can be a temporarily embarrassed millionaire overnight because corporate mainstream media tells me I can, and they throw all these other celebrities right in front of your faces. Oh, I wish I could be there, but I'm a temporarily embarrassed millionaire. Whoever made that quote was correct. You see? I ain't joking. This team can compete, that's for sure.
Slight tug of the shirt.
I'd be really curious once the knockout bracket comes out. I'm going to release my knockout bracket. I'm going to give you all my prediction for how the knockout is going to play out. Maybe run some numbers on the managers' win-loss records. Look at the all-time Euro table. Just sort of put together a good, detailed, sophisticated analysis because I think Black Lives Matter will be a key narrative here. I think the death of George Floyd is just because England is making a big deal out of it. George has got Gematria 57. Romelu Lukaku he's a lot of 59 references this year. That's Gematria London, England. Can't ignore the Red Devils and Manchester United. Italy, they never really win any competition in England, so the odds are against the Azzurri. I know FIFA is like, we want to have a good story, you know. We want to win the Euro for all the people that have fallen in Italia. But then again, the pandemic is really not over yet. Technically not. But that's what 2024 is for, I believe. There's plenty of time to recover. That's what's going to help them out.
Jorginho. Mbappé reads that well. Here's a Swiss counter at first half stoppage time. Slows.
Good defense. Good defense. That's how you do it. Who is going to end the goal streak for Italy? Who is going to finally score on the Azzurri? They will not allow a goal against Wales and Switzerland. Someone from a strong side in Europe is going to score against the Azzurri. It will not come easy at all. They'll be breathing down their neck for 90 minutes. My view is that Italy go down to the eventual champion Belgium. I would make no complaints at all if they lose to Belgium, because the Belgium squad is going to age. They're going to get older. They're going to no longer be competing. Italy is young. Chiellini gone. Immobile gone. Chiesa is going to play more in the future.
Let's go to the studio and Kelly.
I tell you, this team is definitely going to be great like 2024. But this is the beginning, and this is not a finished product.
Teams have done that since 1985 have been able to win the whole thing. Best of 3? Best of 5? Best of 9?
This is the sound of change. The sound of 1,000 sighs of relief, and the sound of a company watching out for you. This is the sound of low cash mode from PNC Bank, giving you multiple options and at least 24 hours to help you avoid an overdraft fee. Because we believe how you handle overdrafts should be in your control, not just your bank's. Low cash mode on virtual wallet from PNC Bank. One way we're making a difference.
Wendy's only serves one kind of breakfast, a better one. So chuck your old soggy egg which and pick up 2 of these freshly made sandwiches at Wendy's for just $4. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's 2 for $4.
At T-Mobile, we believe you should get more. Introducing Magenta Max, unlimited premium data that can't slow down based on how much smartphone data you use. Plus Netflix on us and taxes and fees included. Only at T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
When Engage Security protects all your connected devices, it also protects his devices and their devices, and technically his devices too. Get Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi and protect all your connected devices.
Wine at 9? Whatever life throws at you, work your magic with OxyClean White Revive.
Introducing crafted gin cocktails with flavors of Rancor Lime, Seville Orange, Classic Gin and Tonic, refreshingly ready-crafted gin cocktails from Tanqueray.
Experience Lint Excellence by the Lint Master Chocolatier.
And we're back. It's time to see which chew provides the longest-lasting flea and tick protection.
Bravecto's the big winner. 12 weeks of powerful protection, nearly 3 times longer than any other chew.
Bravo, Bravecto. Bravo.
Quality of your sleep, delivered through 3 simple scores specific to you: readiness, sleep, and activity. The better you sleep, the better you. Get your Aura Ring today.
Italy fans not in the stadium itself, are in the Piazza del Popolo in Rome, watching their side take the lead against Switzerland, and they go in 1-0 up at the break. Steve McManaman and Alessandro Del Piero are with me in the studio. A real opportunity for Italy here to get the first 2 wins in their first 2 matches in this competition. What made it the first half?
Well, I think the key of this first half is the balance that Italy have with the midfielders. The goal starts from there, but it gives it a lot of confidence to the defense. And
this one ruled off handball, which doesn't have to be deliberate when it's from an attacker.
Yeah, it was too, unfortunately, Chiellini touched the ball with a hand, that 1 versus 2.
He's gone off injured in the game, but the goal itself, Macca, started back with the goal scorer in his own area.
The goal was incredible. Firstly, that pass, but look at Locatelli. He's just out of the picture when he hits the ball, but the desire, his attitude to run and run and run and get his reward, it's an incredible goal. He will make that run 9 times out of 10. He will not receive that ball. But the one time he's there, he's got the simplest goal of his career. but it was an incredible goal.
He is the youngest Italian to score at the Euro since Mario Balotelli at Euro 2012 when he was 21 in 321 days. It just makes it Locatelli, 23 years and 160 days. There's not much in it really in terms of possession, but Italy have had by far the better of the chances. And we saw that with Locatelli, the energy in this Italy side is so impressive.
And the lucidity of the midfielders is one of the best things that Italy show in this moment. It's a kind of battle in the possession because even Swiss want to keep the possession of the ball and start moving forward. But Italy has much more lucidity and tranquility in all the things that they're doing. And it makes all the difference from my point of view in terms of confidence.
Yeah, I see when they play, they've got a plan, haven't they? Here's the pass out by Locatelli. Berardi just goes on this one. I mean, defensively it's poor. You don't let him drive into the penalty area like this for a simple tapping goal. But when you look at the Italian team, now, they look as if they've got a plan of how to play. They put the three up front. They have them stretched wide, even when their own goalkeeper has it. When they lose the ball, their attitude to close the ball down, front the ball down. For me, as an Englishman, to watch them, it's incredibly refreshing. I think he's doing an excellent job.
And plus, a lot of balls recovered from the strikers, from Mancini and Berardi. So that's the attitude that you were mentioning. That is very important to keep the teams narrow each other, close each other, that we can help each other much more.
So hard work, talent and a clear plan mean that Italy are 1-0 up at the break against Switzerland. The goal came from Manuel Locatelli, who becomes Italy's youngest scorer at this competition since Euro 2012.
Now, this unbeaten streak should be at 30 because the site of the semifinals and the final is 30. They enter the knockouts with 30 straight unbeaten matches. Could be 31 before Wembley. That's why I think they go out in the quarters. I think that's probably what's going to happen for Italy. But it all depends on the bracket. The bracket is sort of confusing. I don't know why, but when I go to the Euro bracket, it doesn't make sense. I mean, I'm going to go to Wikipedia quickly and sort of show you exactly what perplexes me. I may need to look at my original bracket video to see how I came up with the third place finishers, because the third place finishers still advance. This is what I'm not getting.
It's just that it's
Lavender. Yes, it is. Old Spice. It's for me.
Oh, okay. It shows the table right here. 1B.
Nobody said anything about slurping Arby's $1 floats. Seems like a great opportunity to slurp.
1B versus 3A. So that's who Belgium faces off. Let's see if I did my original knockout bracket video correctly. I think that's what I read when I did that, but I was confused because it says 3ADEF. Which group is it? When I go down to the Euro, it says winner Group C, third group DEF. Or it shows winner, then runner up. It shows winner Group E, then third group A, B, C, D. Okay, well, which one is it? Which one is it? This is what I didn't get about that. But then it shows the specific matchups involving the third place teams depend on which 4 third place teams will qualify for the round of 16. I think there's going to be a more clear picture of exactly who's going to face off against who once they've determined the knockout bracket. But from the table, it looks like, I don't know how they determine this criteria. You know, when Belgium wins the group, they're going to go up against the third group. France can, you know, the whole. I don't know. I just think that I just think that France has got to get revenge against Portugal. And I think these guys are going to show that really they are the best team in the world. Ronaldo's team was fighting to advance against Hungary in 2016. It sort of went down to the wire. I think France are out to show that they're the team. They're the best team in the world. That they beat Portugal. They show that the final was sort of like a fluke or whatever. And we're all raving about France. I think that's what that's going to be all about. And this is why Ronaldo has got the lower odds to win the Golden Boot because, well, I don't think Germany's going to be that much of a, well, almost or whatnot. But again, Ronaldo scores against these Germans all the time. Whether it's Wolfsburg or if it's Bayern, he scores against them. So I'm not really concerned against Germany, but Ronaldo could be neutralized against France. I think people will probably go for Portugal against France, or people may just go for a result, a draw. Again, that game is really is going to be really interesting. But again, if we look at the managers leaving, so team is going to go out on a low for Germany, no pun intended. That's sort of why I went for France yesterday. And they're talking about today needing a job. So I think France lose and Deschamps leaves when Zidane manages France, I guess it looks like. Because likely it's going to be there, maybe Sir Alex Ferguson.
The offside for Finland was unfortunate, but it was offside, albeit very slight. It was a lovely finish to win the game.
Here at Rome at the Stadio Olimpico, Italy are leading Switzerland by a goal to nil. If it stays like this, or if it gets
Manuel Locatelli.
There's a lot of talk about getting back to the way things were.
Astrology rules all, man. It really does. Mancini and company, Donnarumma, it's legit. Chiesa, Locatelli, Barella, team to look out for, no doubt about it. We'll see. Let's see how old Insigne is, because a little midget like that you cannot count out. Well, he's 34 years old, so I'll give this guy a chance. So this means that he'll be 33 years of age in 2024. So this is a short cycle. It's 3 years. It's 36 months. It's a short cycle. And let's see about the Champions League winner, Jorginho. Jorginho's 29, he'll be 32. So you're looking at, and here's who we're forgetting. Verratti. Marco Verratti. He's 28 years old, man. This team is going to be dangerous in 2024. With a better, mature, improving Donnarumma. Look out for them. Germany is familiar territory for the Azzurri. With the World Cup there, man. No doubt about it, Italy's going to win in 2024. I think the emotion is going to get the best of people. That we got to win it for COVID and all this. And the gematria is showing the decoding for that a little bit. COVID, gematria 53, and 1968. You're going to go with the COVID angle, but you're just a little too much, I think. So the elite are definitely tinkering and showing you the numbers for each and every team out there. Got to know about the alliances with the countries and all that to sort of know who's going to win. Now, Ronaldo's not going to win Ballon d'Or this year. Messi has all the talent Argentina. You can't fail to win the trophy. They're going to say the same thing about Ronaldo. They had a more talented team. He missed the final. Then he loses with Portugal. He wins a Mickey Mouse Cup called the UEFA League of Nations. That's the narrative. Ronaldo can win with a more talented team. Messi can't. This is why Ronaldo has to lose. Period. Portugal won't surpass the Azzurri at Euros this year. They still got a lot of work to do. I think Bruno Fernandes is overrated. Silva is their best midfielder. I think João Felix is overrated.
A little bit more attention on the last pass because they have the opportunity to score the second goal. If they do it, they close the game. It's done.
Fernando Sanchez never lived up to what he was supposed to be. Pepe's older. Okay, you're even. Pepe's old, Vertonghen is old, Alderweireld is old, Milner is really good for Belgium. You can name names all you want. Italy, Belgium, France, Portugal, and England all have names. What is the cutting edge that puts one team over the rest? The disrespect that goes out to Romelu Lukaku. Ronaldo disappeared in big games for Juventus this year. Not good. Lukaku scored in big games. Lukaku ends a Scudetto streak. He reinforces the Black Lives Matter narrative. Maybe this means Italy needs Moise Kean. I don't know. Kean and Chiesa. Kean and Chiesa need 2024. No. Immobile. Not enough. Cutting edge. In front of the net, I'm afraid.
So right now, this team looks to be not only for real, but a true contender in this competition.
So much is made about the Italian.
They're more of a contender than England.
With a chance that takes a deflection from distance. And a corner, Rodriguez to the near flag for Switzerland.
I never said Portugal didn't have any names. Excuse me, I never said that Switzerland didn't have any names. They've got some great names. Okay? This game is certainly not over right now. These guys can score at any minute. You got to get some rest for the guys. Hate to see K-Lo go out.
Off Belvedi and innocently wide of goal. Kelly told you about the Italian record when leading at the half at the Euros. They have not.
They say Fly Guy Tipo. Well, they call me Mr. Velvet Smooth T-Bone. That's what they call me, Velvet Smooth. Oh, yeah, look at that Brooklyn. That's look at that black velvet blazer there. Yeah, I told you all Kevin Durant can ball. The Nets ain't done. The sheep have said the Nets were done. No, they're not done. Okay. Kind of unfortunate that Kawhi Leonard tears his ACL, but we'll see what the script, the powers that be have. Fun to see the Suns demolish the Clippers. Without Kawhi Leonard. Clippers are thirst. Cursed again. They rigged fake injury. We hear about this not after the game, but after a practice. I think that stuff is suspicious. They LA Clippers have fake injuries.
1-0 loss against Portugal in the Nations League. Since then, unbeaten. 28 matches and counting, possibly 29 after.
Roberto Mancini.
As Roberto Mancini looks to be the second manager in the Italian.
Which Roberto? Roberto Mancini or Roberto Martinez? Which Roberto is going to win the Euro? That'll be the next poll question. Which Kevin is going to win? Kevin Durant or Kevin De Bruyne? Which Roberto? And screw the fascist Brazil, and I'm not going to watch this stupid-ass Copa America. These guys got problems.
Spinazzola gave this back. Mbabu for Switzerland.
Furry lunatics. Move the Copa America to the United States of America. See what they're doing? Move it to the United States of America. It's safe over there. You got a pandemic to handle. What a joke. It's still the American Cup. This is America. Why can't they host it in the USA? For what? Because it's not in South America? We have the infrastructure in America to host it. Brazil must suffer. Their fans have no time to worry about that. Their safety over this far-right, fascist, authoritarian sociopath should concern them more than a stupid-ass football match. They need to get vaccinated. They need to be recovered before the World Cup. Bolsonaro is not doing that. I'll be right. Bolsonaro is the jinx for Brazil that does the blessing for Argentina. At least Argentina moving out of Argentina because they believe in doing the right thing. And that's what Bolsonaro will not do for Brazil. This is why he deserves everything he gets. The sycophants who want to watch a Copa America hosted at a COVID-ravaged country could not care less. They could care any less about the health of the people in the region. It's not just Brazil, but it's the region. It's the variants that are there in Brazil. It's the variants that they can bring back home. This is a legitimate concern. Boycott Copa America. Boycott it. Boycott Bolsonaro and his sick, narcissistic, twisted ego. Left! Left! Insigne! He had him! He had Insigne. Okay, got case up. Barati's on the ground. Hopefully Barati's all good.
Game has taken a nasty turn in the opening minutes of the half.
De Bruyne is back in training. He's going to be back against Denmark. Denmark does not care about the tournament anymore. They care about their lives. They care about Christian Eriksen. These guys don't care anymore about the tournament. Life is bigger than this Euro tournament now for the whole entire team of Denmark after what they've witnessed the other day. There's more to this than the tournament now, even though Denmark has won the competition before. It is about the well-being of their star captain. If he can't be there, then the rest of the Danish won't be there. They will stick with Christian Eriksen. Penalty! Ah, no! Shoot! Locatelli! He did it again! He did it again! Sign this guy, do they sign this guy now? What are you waiting for? Sign him now! Sign him now! What are you waiting for? You need to sign this guy right now! What are you waiting for? Quit bloody wasting time! Sign Locatelli right now! Sign him right now! What the hell are you guys waiting for? Sign Locatelli right now! You need to sign this guy. Sign Locatelli. What are they waiting for? We need Locatelli. We need Manuel Locatelli. 52nd minute goal, Locatelli. The goalkeeper didn't even try. What a joke. Look. Wow, the strike, but the keeper does not even try. He does not even try. Keeper didn't even try there, man. He didn't. Juventus must sign Locatelli. What are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? Get it done. What are they waiting for? Sign this guy. Next Baggio. Next, Del Piero, Federico Chiesa, what are they waiting for? Don't blow it. Fuck Morata. What are you wasting your time on Morata for? Bring in Locatelli. Bring in Locatelli. Locatelli and Barretta. Juventus and Inter. What are you waiting for? What are they waiting for? Now, this is the happiness that is going to be given back to the fans of Italy. That they see a good team again. I think that's what symbolizes the whole COVID thing for this year, for 2021. The bigger picture of winning the trophy, I cannot see it this year, but the fact that they put these monstrous performances against these home fans, they're giving these people reason to celebrate as this pandemic is about to close. At least they know that Italy's going to be the strong team in the future that we know it's going to be. That they're going to be in the World Cup final. That they're going to win the World Cup during the next decade, 2030, with Donnarumma. That they're going to go win the Euro 2024. This is the best team, the best rising team in Europe is Italy. Portugal will be nothing without Ronaldo. That's how it's going to be. Lionel Messi is still the best footballer that the world has ever seen. This year. Yes. Crown him. Crown Messi.
Locatelli, Jorginho, Barella. That's been the triangle in the Italian midfield to start this Euro 2020.
People will hate, but this team is still better than England, is still better than Germany. This team will be better than France in the future by 2024. They'll definitely be better than Portugal once Ronaldo is gone. Haters will hate. They're just finally fixing their mistakes. They have relied too much on age and experience. Italy has got the youth now. They've got the players in their prime. They got mad experience in 2024 when some of these guys start hitting their early 30s and not their mid-30s. And you got guys in your mid-young 20s that are going to be on that team in 2024. The winning formula is always there. What I need to see is more movement when you do not have the ball. Italy needs to open up space when they're in attack like that. They just can't be a bunch of dinosaurs just standing around when one guy has the ball. I think that's what Mancini is doing. And this guy was a winner with Manchester City. Mancini was a winner with Inter Milan. He knows what he's doing with the Italian national team. This team looks really good for the future, and this is some not deadwood, but there are some guys that need to play, like Can and Kesa. This team can even be younger. And Switzerland are not a slouch by any means. They've got some good players.
Where he is now, he will not change the game for this team in any positive manner.
It's a fair question, Ali. What do they have when he's not going, when he's not in the rhythm with the other players on the field? You're talking about someone who's either scored or assisted on half of Switzerland's goals over their last three major international tournaments.
Specifically in this game, you got Granit Xhaka, Remo Foyle, trying to keep up with all sorts of movement from Italy. So offensively, they're not going to give you much.
3-0 again? Something to look out for.
So then it's going to have to come from the individual talent of a player in that attacking half.
Big question. It's certainly looking like it. There's a goal in the 66th minute. There's a goal in the 79th minute for the last game for Italy.
Who could potentially take on that responsibility. Maybe Braille and Bolo, maybe. But now you're searching, and that's not the place you want to be if you're searching.
The defender share comes out of the game. The Eintracht Frankfurt midfielder Steven Zuber will come on. Vidmer for Mbappé.
Well, King LeBron James is absolutely right. The short regular season, the lack of rest in between the games, man, no one's beating LeBron next year. There's no doubt about it. Kevin Durant didn't even play last year. This is how he gets an advantage. Well, Kevin Durant is balling right now. Anyways, so many news.
Here's Insigne.
Maybe those substitutions by Vladimir Petkovic are more a concession or maybe protection for his own players, given that Kevin Mbappé and Fadi Cher were both on yellow cards coming into this game. One more and they would have been suspended in that last deciding match against Turkey.
Hope is not lost for the Swiss, even if the scoreline remains the same. 4 third-place teams qualified for the tournament. The frame of reference that we have is Euro 2016, the first edition of this competition, with 24 teams in the field. The 4 third-place teams to advance to the knockout phase then, Slovakia and the Republic of Ireland, 4 points each earned in group play. Northern Ireland, and remember the eventual champions Portugal, qualified for the knockout phase with 3 points. So to your point, so much potentially could still hinge for the Swiss on that final match day.
Just a little housekeeping in terms of what Switzerland are now doing tactically. And the names that are available on the field, Ricardo Rodriguez has gone to the back 3.
I don't know how well Azzurri is going to be for the Azzurri in this tournament. Azzurri replaced Chiellini. He's 33 years of age, but I do know that Lazio attack more than, let's say, Juventus. And I do know that he may not be as good a defender as Chiellini. But I got to go see how Mancini lines up with him, to be honest. I think maybe people will be watching Belgium tomorrow. I'd like to go see the TV for Belgium. I mean, Belgium was the first game. Belgium was the match on ABC. So maybe there is really something big that they want us to look out for with Belgium. Belgium to stop the game for the Ericsson tribute. I think that's good pregame to talk about. Unfortunately, the article was published by Fox News, but Lukaku celebrates, he salutes Christian Eriksen. Lukaku's going to score again. There's no doubt about it. Lukaku's going to score tomorrow. This guy's the best striker in Europe right now. Romelu Lukaku is the best striker right now.
Trying to get the Swiss hope, but he puts it over the bar.
It doesn't quite work out in this sequence, but this is exactly the sort of position that Xherdan Shaqiri should be taking regularly with Switzerland. Stop this playmaking in your own half. This possession that goes nowhere. You have to be the guy in the attack that makes a difference.
Bonucci reads the pressure so well. Springs the Azzurri back the other way. Ball for Insigne never arrives. Resettled, Barella, Jorginho. Bonucci.
Who's ready for the knockouts?
Foul against the Italians. Really, you could see
I got to see some competition.
the first 2 games for Italy.
The matches will get better, that's for sure.
To start the tournament, you've got 2 defenders in Florenzi and Chiellini. The extent of their injuries unknown to this point.
I mean, this is really a warm-up. This is warm-up. Happy for the performance, yes. But I got to see a little bit more, honestly.
Unless you're Professor Del Piero, who's yet still a little nervous.
Acerbi.
Freemasons from the NBA, I'll cover that. LeBron's 47th playoff series victory.
See what Switzerland has in its bag of tricks in the 60th.
Creative Excel sheet.
Cut the deficit to 1.
Gotta do some number crunching for Kevin Durant.
Feeling that it came off an arm. Instead, we continue on. Polo lays this off. Gavranovic, is this their shot? Save Donnarumma!
Donnarumma!
Another stop from the sharp
Donnarumma!
to deny.
GGO! GGO!
But there's his first big moment today.
We get to see our star Donnarumma. GGO is going to win over at Germany in 2024. There's no doubt about it.
Zuber has to find a way to get that ball in.
Spain is jealous of Italy because this team is a machine for decades. Portugal will be jealous of Italy when they are still better than them at the end of this decade. Italy could dream of having a player like Ronaldo. They would win everything. Italy will always be among the best because it's always among the best defensively when you play as a team, when you do not have the cutting edge in the attack. But look at Domenico! The Swiss defense. The holding midfielder was there for help. He did a great job there. Number 5, boom, boom. He went to help him there. I like to see midfielders help out with the defense. You need to track all the way back if you play on my team. A lot of running. You're definitely going to do that in the second half of matches.
For Italy is to make sure that you stay in good habits and good ideas, sustain energy, sustain the intensity, keep possession of the ball, control the game the way you want to control it, and do not allow Switzerland to have any sort of sense of belief late in this match.
Bonucci. Back up on Ciro Immobile. Freuler for Switzerland. The Italians have joined the home setting. 3-0 victory in its opener. 2-goal lead today, courtesy of Locatelli. Zuber. Ball won't find Shaqiri. Activity on the Italian sideline. Expecting to see Chiesa as a sub for the Azzurri for a second straight game. Di Lorenzo. Insigne. This is Zuber.
So we see the 3-0 all the way. We're definitely seeing a narrative for Corona. We're definitely seeing it. Italy 3, Turkey 0. Belgium 3, Russia 0. Portugal 3. Hungary 0. This is why I didn't want to do it all at first, because I wanted to let the group matches play out for the first round of matches. Let's see if they do squeeze a third goal. I'm definitely seeing the narratives involved here.
Begins at 8:30 a.m. Eastern with kickoff at 9 a.m. Eastern. All 51 matches of UEFA Euro 2020 streaming live on the ESPN app.
Kevin Durant, King of New York video? I think so. Not that guy David Hernandez or whatever his name is. He a fake King of New York. Captain Durant's the real king of New York.
Defensive performance by the Italians that's been surgical at times today.
Actually, the king of New York is LeBron James because he's going to win back-to-back over there, of course. King of New York.
Chiesa. He speculated would start for the Italians in this tournament with a second straight appearance off the bench. Berardi is done.
Domenico.
And they come in. Defensive-minded substitution for the Italians there.
Defensive-minded, so I don't know if they're going to score another goal. Maybe not, unless if they're on the counter.
Di Lorenzo pushing Saul in front of the back line of the right-hand side. I expect Rafael Color to settle in as a right back for this Italian national team.
I like doing live recordings because you get to see me. You get to see me do Jamacho live on the spot. Population of Belgium in 2019 was 11.46 million, which is interesting if they are going to be the 11th team to win the Euros. Interesting. Interesting thing to note with Belgium. If their population can mirror the 11th winner of the Euro.
Has spent most of the day looking for answers for his Swiss side. Well, there is an element for Mancini of wanting your players to have a lot in their tank for that final match day. Victory by Wales earlier today gives them 4 points. First place in the group will be on the line, even with an Italian victory in this game today, when the Italians face Wales on Sunday. Switzerland, Turkey on the final match day as well in Group A. Lorenzo with a step on Rodriguez.
Oh!
Chance blocked. That was a Kanji.
Another attack. Another opportunity.
Over the top, jack up. Flag stays down.
Granite jack off.
Reinforcements coming. Zubair. Shaqiri. Played back to Shaqiri.
Defend the goal streak. Oh! Nice block.
This offside was 30 seconds ago. Start of the play.
Good block.
It was clearly an offside. Eventually called. Zakiri with good work to create enough time and space for the shot.
You have that in the back of your mind as a player when you just know 30 seconds later this is going to die.
You just got to keep playing. There is uncertainty, so you just got to keep playing, and that's what you saw from the Italian defenders. Making a beautiful tackle on the ball.
Another chance for the Italians. Floated wide of goal.
That was close.
Immobile looking to make it 4 straight games with scoring.
According to the Hindustan Times, De Bruyne is fit to play against Denmark.
Again, the defender from Switzerland, this is a long floated ball over the top that goes about 60 yards, and somehow Mohamed is still wide open. First touch took him a little wide.
Belgium have to travel all across Europe. Travel to Russia, travel to Denmark, it looks like. Copenhagen. Belgium, Brussels, EU, then Copenhagen is where the international court is at. Copenhagen.
Zola. This for the Italians. Goes down by Vidber. Italy with a throw-in.
Kevin De Bruyne, your country needs you.
Locatelli brace the difference in this Group A match in Rome between Italy and Switzerland.
Number 9, Lukaku, can lead Belgium to all 3 victories. And I think that the winner of the Euro will finish with a 3-0 record in the group.
Italians
Eventual
16
champion.
minutes plus stoppage time away from booking their place.
Because once again, it is Corona that's got the matria of 30. So Italy is on track to do that. Belgium with a win over Denmark that wants to go home now. France, question. Portugal, question. Which team will win that match? I think these teams will not lose to Hungary or Germany. Something to look out for the winner of the Euro competition. My theory is that the winner is going to be 3-0 in the group. And let's just include England. No, that was close. He did again. That's twice he choked. That's twice. That's what we got to look out for.
He's direct. He will get after you. Eventually finds Tito Immobile. That first touch from Immobile wasn't the greatest. Again, made that angle a little tighter than he needed to be. Left foot shot wide again. And yes, Stadio Olimpico going crazy for Tito Immobile.
This is home stadium, Tito Immobile.
You know, we have a great stats team here with us, right? And they're able to find pieces of information.
Now, my big question, the theory that the English hate the French, that the French are going to miss out. France remain at 2-1 in the final in 2021 after winning the 21st World Cup. Something to look out for again. Gotta look out for these kind of things. The English hate the French. First winners of the Euro was the Soviet Union. Soviet Union has the same gematria as Wembley. Soviet Union is now the Russian team. That's who Belgium began the Euros against. So I think the Soviet Union has something to do with it. I should have included that in the video last night. That's 55 years that England has won the trophy. The year the Ox can be interpreted for many teams out there. I mean, Portugal could win second Euro. The Ox Martinez can win the Euro. Another team that could win their second trophy in its history, England. I mean, something to look out for. Actually, for Portugal, they've won I don't know if you count the UEFA Cup League of Nations as a joke trophy. I don't consider it a trophy, but I guess some people do. But Ronaldo's won 2 trophies right now. So what if it remains at 2 trophies in the year of the Ox? Something to look out for. And again, the numbers are suggesting that Messi is going to be the Ballon d'Or after he wins and avenges his World Cup loss. Something to look out for Lionel Messi, 65th Ballon d'Or. And I still say Ronaldo and Messi can share the trophy in 2022, but after Juventus wins the Champions League and right after Messi wins Copa America, to me it's a done deal once Lukaku wins the Euro. Ronaldo has a big fat-ass ego. Lukaku unseats the Scudetto. They've already won the Scudetto before Ronaldo got there. If Lukaku wins the Euros, Ronaldo's going to prove to him that he's the better player. That's what Ronaldo needs to do when he stays with Juventus. He needs to prove that Lukaku is not better than him, that he's going to beat him. He's going to get back at him, especially if Portugal loses to Belgium. That is a big theory. And Kevin De Bruyne, he's got nothing else to win now except for the Champions League if he does win the Euro this year. I'd be really surprised if UEFA lets France win at England.
Embolo is cautioned in the 79th minute of the match.
It all boils down to Kylian Mbappe for me. Griezmann will not score. He struggled this year. Mbappe has to be the guy. Conte has to create outside the box. Pogba needs to prove that he's not a lazy player. He got surrounded by Bryce Matuidi and N'Golo Conte. It's like too much quality.
Consistency to his performances. Outstanding competitor with Inter. It has been great in this first 2 games.
Inter and Corona, Real Gematria right there.
Scored 3 times for the
July is the month for Kevin. Kevin De Bruyne, Kevin Durant. Here we go.
Referenced earlier the changing of the guard for Italy. Leadership on the pitch. Gigi Buffon, Daniele De Rossi, no longer the emotional leaders of this side. I was speaking with Matteo Benetti before the game. Who are the emotional leaders of this team now? You point to Chiellini, who was lost today. And after that, it's debatable. Bonucci, surely the veteran presence. Will be a talking point moving forward to the final match of the group stage. Severity of the injury today. Giorgio Chiellini.
I want to see a third goal, May. I want to see another 3-0 win. Both matches could be 2-0 today. Turkey and Wales and Italy and Turkey. Does €20. I think. See, I can do the math here. I can do the math and tell you the most common score lines once we reach the conclusion of the Euros to see if there's any mathematical evidence that they're rigging the matches by the numbers and what the probability is to score 3 goals and etc. Especially when the expected goal totals like 1-2 and you see it's 3-0 for the favorites. It's the 3-0 favorite. They got the talent to score 3 goals. But what if the 3-0 happens too much? Why not we see a 3-1? We did see the 3-2 with the Oranje and the Netherlands, so there's something to that too. I gotta see another goal.
Nobody knows. You cannot have that if you're Switzerland.
Football does not end at the conclusion of our Euro coverage today. The U.S. women.
It's the Rapid Donnarumma that's going to lead Italy to the third final. Italy is Gematria 22. When it makes it to the next final in the Euros, they're definitely going to win it. There's no doubt about it. Spain's going to remain at 3-1. Wembley's Gematria 33. The Freemasons are rigging Germany's team. They're 3-3 in the final. It's all rigged by Freemasons. So gotta look out for a Masonic ritual for Germany to be 4-3 when it wins its next Euro. I mean, gotta be careful when you think Germany's gonna win the Euro 2024. Gotta interpret dragon astrology.
You've had that one in your pocket now for 81 minutes.
Oh no, this was in my pocket back in 2014 in the World Cup.
I remember. Forward to hearing Adrian and Lori tonight with the U.S. women in play here.
It'd be really rigged if England won a Euro like 98 years after the first one. It'd be pretty rigged, no doubt about it.
Continuing in Rome. 875 minutes at the start of play today and have not conceded to this point. The Swiss looking to change that.
Portugal have the formula to win if you look at the results. People say, oh, you only had defense and whatnot. It's like they don't know what they're talking about. Italy won 1-0 when they won in 2006. So did Spain in 2000. They won the final 1-0, by the way. It's not like they were scoring goals left and right. Well, now those team wasn't scoring goals left and right in 2016. They took a page out of Italia in 2016. They took a page then. Portugal won 1-0. It was 1-1 in penalties. Wales was pretty weak, and they won 1-0 extra time against France. So this kind of formula is always going to exist. You need great goalkeepers to win the final. Italy always going to have great keeper. Germany is always going to have a great keeper, it looks like. Brazil has got a great keeper. That's why they go far in the World Cup. Patricio, the Wolves keeper. What are we waiting for, Thibaut Courtois? Do you want to be world class or not? Do you want to be up there with Buffon, World Cup winner, Euro runner up? Do you want to be up there with Neuer, World Cup winner, Euro runner up? Do you want to be up there with Hugo Lloris, Euro loser, World Cup winner? Do you want to be right up there with Aitor Casillas, World Cup, Euro winner? Do you want to be up there with Patricio, Euro winner? Do you want to be right up there with these guys, Thibaut Courtois? This is what I'm talking about. He needs to win the trophy, Thibaut Courtois, to be an elite keeper. He has to. There's no other way around it. He has to get the job done. He's got to prove he's elite. He needs help this time. He needs to get it done.
Discipline from the Azzurri. Now a chance for the Swiss. The small curl across. Headed away, Di Lorenzo. Spinazzola, far side. His release under pressure. Now Chiesa.
Oh, come on. Why are you challenging him like that? I think Chiesa should be starting. It may come down to not starting Chiesa in this, that made the Real Italy in this Euro competition. If he's not starting, you got to play the young guy. He's getting some playing time, I guess, in the group stage, but I think he should be starting. I think you know what you got with Immobile. This guy's always in front of the goal. He's a lamppost. They're not winning no Euro with Immobile. You get rid. Let's be real. I don't know why they're wasting their time, Juventus, with Locatelli.
Once again, too much time and space for Locatelli. Time to take a touch forward, get his head up, clean contact on the ball. No chance for Jan Sommer.
A night this man will never forget.
Locatelli. Juventus know what they have right now. Fuck everyone else who's trying to sign him. These guys can piss off. This guy will love his country and his club, unlike Donnarumma who wants to go to France and go be a mercenary. Messi's still the greatest. He's going to win the Copa America. He's going to tell Brazil to shove it. I think look out for Pele to die before the 2026 World Cup. It's going to be all rigged like that, you know. Argentina wins after fucking Maradona dies, and then, Pele's going to die. It's going to be a tribute to number 6, the number of the goal. It's all obvious what the ritual is. Bolsonaro is going to be a disgrace. He's going to go die. He's going to be gone. And then Brazil can celebrate happy days again without some blood sucking the life out of the people, a greedy sociopath who don't give a fuck about public health, right-wing dictator. And we see the mess with Modi in India.
You allow that to slip away. This has been a no contest. And yet, you now put all your focus and all your effort into the game.
And I will boycott some matches for the World Cup in 2022.
But they have to improve in all facets of the game. Yes, Turkey's not as competitive as Italy, but their creativity, their ability to create.
Have they announced the group draw yet for the World Cup? That'd be a pretty interesting thing to look out for on the agenda. Gematria is just going to it's just going to fool people. If they really think that Italy is going to win in 2022 because Italy is Gematria 22, it's not going to be, cut and paste kindergarten like that. It's just not going to be like that. You got to study Messi's height. I wonder when they announce the groups.
Seeking out Di Lorenzo, that's Rodriguez to get that away. Italian step up.
I guess.
Back, and a shot, it's in.
Yeah! About damn time he didn't choke. Zero. Another rigged 3-0 win. They're going to say, oh, is Italy going to win I certainly hope so. I don't know. Let me tell you what Jamaccia may say about Italia. We got another 3-0 win. There we go. Wow. I'd be really glad and satisfied if they do win. The Campioni Jamaccia 89 and 53. 89 mid. Immobile.
There, see if he can get himself a goal, and the confidence continues to grow. It is poor goalkeeper for Jan Sommer.
You cannot tell me that this team is not winning the Euro in 2024.
2 goals, 2 games in Euro 2020.
They're head and shoulders above every country getting ready for the future in Europe.
The end result here mirror what it was in the first game for the Italians
This
against
team is dangerous. I think everybody is starting to realize it right now.
expectations were high for a lot of people. And your
They're
expectations
certainly better than the 2016 team.
Italians from the time we kicked the ball for the first time on Friday.
Yes, they have. I knew they were a good team. The record tells us a story. How dominant they have been coming into this competition. But you need to see it on this stage. You need to see it on the big time. And you're seeing it very clearly. This team has balance, has spirit, has fight. They can defend, they can attack, they can possess the ball, they can counter, they can create chances in 1-to-1 situations. They can create chances out of long periods.
Now, I think Donnarumma is going to be 26 years old. He's going to be 25, actually.
This is the 16th edition of the Euros. The Italians' lone
Another 3-0 win.
came in 1968 as
You know,
hosts.
6-0 right now.
Euro 2020
6-0.
at Wembley. Rome has been kind so far.
Italy, 6 opponents, 0. 60 years later was the 60-year anniversary that was originally scheduled. That was 2020. Immobile, 2 goals. He's in the Golden Boot conversation. Immobile. Immobile, 2. Harry claimed 0. I'm going to claim my goal over Eriksson. Ah! Harry claimed. Italy better England. Don't say it's coming home yet.
The first match is could they sustain that level of play?
Zubev's service blocked away.
The answer 100% yes.
Donnarumma.
Shut out! Shut out!
Take it here. Braylon Bullock.
Shut out!
Hey,
And that'll punctuate things for the Swiss, perhaps. Late in stoppage time. This was the takeaway, and then Immobile.
it's a good step by Rafael Tolo. If he wins it, time and space.
2 matches, 2 goals, 0. Italy's got the match at 22.
He scored, and the close friend from Pescara, Mancini, Immobile, they love it. Oh, they love it too.
Final chance for Switzerland to open their account at Euro 2020 in this game. Scored once in the opener versus Wales. Zuber played across, cleared by Mancini. And Bullock.
Now, here what's interesting about the match of Euro 24. So that all Euro 2024 is Jamaica 67. It's Italy that's got Jamaica 67. This team will be a contender. There's no doubt about it. This team will be even more dangerous by 2024. in the year of the dragon for dragon manager Roberto Mancini.
Locatelli, the hero.
I believe that Italy will lose to the eventual champion Belgium.
They'll fight for first place in the group against Wales.
I won't mind Italy being Belgium at all.
The locals in Rome,
So be it.
leave pleased. For Alejandro Moreno, I'm
Dangerous.
Steve
Really dangerous to
Cangelosi.
look out for.
The Italians
And don't say
produce
that you
a
haven't been
grin
warned.
of the victory, and where they say ciao ragazzi,